Hi there. One thing that we're trying to improve is fonts within the edit screen. We want to make it as easy as possible for people to update the text on an image, but we also want to give a very good range of fonts to be able to use to try and match up the text with the exact font that you want. So it's a bit of a problem in terms of organizing because there's 1,600 fonts and people don't know the names of the fonts. So it's, you don't know what you're going to get when you start typing in a font, who knows what it's going to be. So it got me thinking to how I can use, well, number one, how can we organize the fonts better in our list? And then so my idea for that was to have categories of fonts, give them tags so that you can search for the right type of font that you're looking for without having to type in the exact name of the font that you want each time. So it got that led on to the question of how do we categorize each font then? Because there's 1,600 Google fonts that we've got in use. So it's quite tricky to do that. So I wondered if AI could help. So I came to Chat GPT and typed in this prompt to describe my situation. So I've got a list of the Google fonts in a spreadsheet in column A in these cells, and I want to create a script which sends a request to Chat GPT to ask for more information about that font. And in column B, we want to ask the question, categorize the font in column A, give it a value of high, medium, or low, depending on how well it is used, so how frequently it is used. Then in column C, categorize the font from column A into categories such as sans, serif, slab, handwriting, mono, and give them tags, basically. So ChatGPT output this script for me to use. So I've copied this into my Google Sheets script. So I copied it into here for the Google Sheets. So this is my list of Google fonts, just in a list with everything in column A. And then this is the script file, which is associated with that spreadsheet. So I copied this script that ChatGPT output into my script here, and then saved it, and then I run it, and that's running through now. It's running through now. I adapted it a little bit to have these different tag categories along the top. So for each font, we're going to list it by popularity, family of fonts, whether it's sans serif, serif, handwriting, monospace, width, so regular, wide. I think we've got narrow, condensed as well. The mood of the font, casual, playful, serious. The style of the font, whether it's text or display. And then the terminals, whether they're rounded or serifed or blunt. So we can have a broad range of tags on every font. So that's what my script is doing. It's sending a request to ChatGPT to categorize the font name here and come back, return with a popularity figure, font family, whether it's what type of width it is, what the mood of the font is, what the style of the font is, and what the terminals are. And so I saved that in the script here, and then I'm running it now. So it's just it's churning through this list here. So if I just pause on this part where it's up to, then you can see I'm not touching anything. It's just filling up my spreadsheet with the results of the request from ChatGPT. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with how it's going. I've tested a few of them. In fact, we can have a look at one now. So let's check this fuzzy bubbles one. So it's saying it's not very well used. It's handwriting. It's wide. So let me type it into the Google Fonts list here. There we go. So fuzzy bubbles, handwriting wide, playful, display rounded. So it's pretty accurate. I would agree with all of those values there. Let's just try one more. Galada. Let's have a look at that one. So there we go. So it's a serif wide, playful display serifed font. Yeah, I would agree with that as well. So what that means is when you're looking for the right type of font to use, you'll be able to use this tagging system to find the right type of font that you want. We're still working on training the AI model on automatically recognizing the fonts. That's the place that we want to get to, but it's proving more difficult than we first imagined. So it might not be available in the next few weeks. So as an interim situation, having this tag system and organizing things into different categories will certainly help with finding the right font that you want to add to your image. So yeah, I thought you might find that use of AI interesting. That's it for today's update. Bye for now.